Hello, my fellow brilliant children, and welcome to another episode of Leonard's Vlog. I am proud to announce that because of how many hits my channel already has on YouTube, the producers of Alaska Jack have given me the amazing privilege of hosting my very own episode. Yay! So, I thought, hey, why not make a show entirely devoted to spam?
Spam?
Like junk email? No, I think he's referring to the processed meat product. That's right. I'm talking about Spam the food. What is it exactly? How is it made? And why in the world do we eat it?
Hey, Leonard, are you in there?
What is it, Kevin? I'm kind of in the middle of something here.
You want to go camping? I just got a new Swiss Army knife and it's got all kinds of gadgets on it, like a spoon and a knife and a spatula and even a tiny little magnifying glass. Did you know you can roast ants with a magnifying glass and some sun? Pretty cool.
I did know that. And did you know that Spam has more fat than bacon?
Bacon? I love bacon.
Will there be bacon at the campsite?
Absolutely.
Then let's go. Wow. I've never had a chocolate-covered deep-fried BLT before. Are you sure that was healthy?
Of course I'm sure.
Yeah, but didn't you say that last time about the candied pork rinds?
Yeah? What are you getting at?
I was sick for like 3 days.
Well, how do you know it was the pork rinds?
I just know, okay?
Don't blame me for your weak stomach, Leonard. It's not my problem.
But you promised you would never ever give me anything unhealthy again. This has happened so many times.
Not my problem.
My tummy hurts. I want to go home. Blech.
Should we do anything? Call 911 or something?
Nah, he's just paying the price for junk food, that's all.
He looks miserable.
I am miserable. You okay, champ? I thought I heard some groaning. I'm sick, Grandpa. Did you eat that junk food again? How'd you know? You have the look of the digestively afflicted. I've been there. Believe me. Can I get you some buttermilk? If you're gonna lose your innards, make sure and do it in the potty and not on my brand new shag carpet. That stain'll never come out. Grandpa? Yes? Can I talk to you about something? As long as you don't hurl on your elders, sure thing. What you got? Well, it's about my friend Kevin. You know the kid from down the street? The one who keeps walking on my lawn? Yeah, that's the one. You'd have thought no one knew what a sidewalk was these days. Anywho, what about him? Well, he has this thing about giving me food that makes me sick. I've asked him to stop, but he just keeps on doing it over and over and over, like 490 times. I see. The reason I'm sick right now is because he did it again just last night. It's a classic case of a repeat offender. Very interesting. What's interesting about it? A whole heap of things, Sonny. A whole heap of things. Like what? Well, first, you've been offended, sinned against, and by a friend no less, which makes it extra painful. And why is that interesting? Because it gives you a chance to obey the words of Jesus. Huh? You heard me. So, are you saying that Jesus wouldn't want me to eat a chocolate-covered deep-fried BLT? Probably not, but that's not what I'm driving at. Then what? Use your noggin, Sonny. At least what's left of it after all that computer interweb watching you do all day. I still don't know, Grandpa. Forgiveness! You've got a chance to forgive! That's straight up obeying Jesus right here and now, glory, hallelujah! But didn't you just hear me tell you what this guy has done? Not just once,
but over and over and over.
Which makes the forgiveness all the sweeter. Don't you see?
I'm sorry, but I can't forgive him. He's just done it far too many times.
Oh, I see. You mind if I tell you a little story?
Whatever.
Alrighty then. Once upon a time, there was a servant who owed his master a whole lot of money. We're talking the equivalent of millions of dollars here. So much money, in fact, to repay it was virtually impossible.
I'm listening.
Well, what happened next might be one of the most telling stories in the whole Bible on the topic. So this servant is all distraught because his master is calling on him to pay back all the debt. Remember, a debt that could never possibly be paid back in a lifetime. They didn't have Holy Land Lotto at the time, you see, but I digress. The servant goes to his master, and since he can't pay, the master threatens to throw him in jail, and not only him, but his whole family.
What? That's not fair.
Whoever said life was fair? May I continue?
Okay, but this story is pretty depressing.
Realizing what was about to happen, the servant was overwhelmed and fell before his master, begging for mercy. Please, oh please, he said, don't throw us into jail. I've got kids.
How did he get into debt in the first place? Did he buy too many lamb chops with his credit card or lose too many times at camel races?
The story doesn't say.
Either way, it wasn't the kid's fault.
And that might be exactly what the king realized, for as he looked down at his servant groveling on the palace floor, he was suddenly moved with compassion, so much he decided to forgive the debt altogether. Just like that, the debt was erased into thin air.
Whoa, that's a good master.
Indeed he was, Sonny.
What happened next? Did the servant freak out or something?
Here's where it gets interesting.
Uh-oh, there's that word again.
The servant left the presence of his master, newly freed of an impossible sum, and goes to find a fellow servant of his who owed him a bit of money. Hardly anything compared to what he just owed the king.
He wanted to forgive that debt just like his master had forgiven him, right?
You would certainly think so, but no. He went and demanded his money to be paid back right then and there.
No way. That's so lame.
Not only that, but when the other guy fell down and begged for mercy, no mercy was given. With a cold, unmoved heart, he sent the guy to prison until the debt could be repaid in full.
That's so horrible.
The worst. What a tyrant he was, to be forgiven so much only to turn around and treat another in an opposite fashion.
Grandpa, please tell me this story has an upswing.
Not really. When the other servants caught wind of what just happened, they ran to their master and told him everything. The master was enraged. He called back the unforgiving servant, and as punishment for his behavior, threw him into prison.
Good. He got what he deserved. That's the lesson, right, Grandpa? That we get what we deserve?
No, the lesson's about forgiveness, Leonard. Grace, mercy. We've been forgiven by God of all our countless sins, just like the servant was his mountainous debt. It's done. A free gift of wondrous love.
That's awesome.
But you want to know the deeper lesson? Because we've been forgiven so much, we have to forgive others.
Really? So I have to forgive Kevin?
That's right.
I don't know.
That is unfortunate. Maybe a song would help.
So your friend has gone and done it, that thing you've asked him not to do. Though I know it's hard to stomach, there's just one thing for you to choose. Jesus had a lot to say about this kind of thing. Forgive and forgive and forgive again. It doesn't matter what, but it matters when. So don't delay to give the grace that you've been given. of us might fall. Think of all those times you made mistakes and thought you lost it all. And Jesus came to earth to free us from this kind of thing. Forgive and forgive and forgive again. It doesn't matter what, but it matters when. So don't delay to give the grace that you've been given now. One thing to do: forgive like you have been forgiven. You give the grace that comes from heaven, then you won't regret giving love when love is unexpected. You'll find your heart is redirected. Forgive and forgive and forgive again. It doesn't matter what, but it matters when. So don't delay to give the grace that you've been given. Forgive and forgive and forgive again. It doesn't matter what, but it matters when. So don't delay to give the grace that you've been given.
You know, I think I understand now. Because I've been forgiven so much, I need to forgive my friend. That's right, Leonard. Good job. And you might try not eating what the kid offers next time, okay? Got it. Okay then. Now I gotta go find my teeth. Bye. Well, kids, that about wraps it up for this special edition episode. I hope you learned as much as I did. And now I get to say the words I've always dreamed of saying ever since Alaska graced the world with his presence. On to the next adventure!